Hello folks, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you today after Rangers put in arguably our worst performance of the season, certainly in the league, as we threw away 2 points at Hamilton today in a 1-1 draw. I'm maybe being unfair there actually, because I don't know if it's fair to say we threw away 2 points. It might be a point gained because Rangers were very, very poor, and if it hadn't been for Alan McGregor, Hamilton could easily have won that match by 2 or 3 goals. Yes, it really was that bad. Rangers made 3 changes to the side that had played midweek. In came Cedric Itten up front in place of Kemar Roofe, and into the midfield came Bongani Zingu and Glenn Kamara. First things first, then, was it the wrong team? Well, the performance and result says that it was, and the manager took some responsibility for that after the game, but that team should still have been capable of going and beating Hamilton Accies. They should still have been able to go there and get the 3 points. It was just a dreadful display, with really only Alan McGregor and the substitutes coming anywhere close to an acceptable level of performance. I need to caveat this by saying we're still, a long way in front. The team have done fantastically to put us into that position. It's just a reminder that nothing's done yet, that you've got to go and make it happen. You've got to hit that winning run, throw that winning double, etc. You've got to go and get it. Today, Rangers were flat, lethargic. Again, I don't know what it is with these 12 o'clock kickoffs. Rangers just didn't start in that first half. And in fact, the best chance came for Hamilton after a defensive error by Rangers. Connor Goldson with about wild with a pass to Philip Helander, who missed control to let in Bruce Anderson. But Alan McGregor made the first of several terrific stops to keep him out. Joe Aribo came close for Rangers in the first half, but that really was about it. I don't think we had any control in the midfield. And again, it's maybe harsh on Bongani Zingu. He hasn't had a lot of football, but he wasn't a presence in the match. And I think the noticeable difference when Ryan Jack and Stephen Davis came on tells you really all you need to know. For me, if one of them is fit, one of them should be playing at any given point. Don't always need both, understandably, but today you could see what we just couldn't get control of the midfield. Hamilton were good. Hamilton were really good. Again, though, Rangers allowed them to be. The defence had a very poor day. Hesitant, positionally, we weren't good, weren't making good decisions. And Alan McGregor had to make a superb double save at the start of the second half to keep his level. The manager did make changes and the subs did add something, particularly I thought the 2 in midfield, but Wright and Roofe came on and gave us, as I say, that element of control that we'd lacked up to that point, and we got a goal. Wonderful pass by Stephen Davis. Borna Barisic whips over a devil of a ball, and it's touched home for an own goal by Easton with Tav in behind him. And it looked as though we were going to, steal it, really, steal the points, but literally the last kick of the ball with a couple of seconds left, Rangers give away a horrendous goal. Tav's caught upfield. Stephen Davis lets his man go past him in the right back area. He whips a ball across. Anderson's on his own in the middle of the 6-yard box for a header. McGregor again makes a great save, but Callaghan runs in and tucks away the rebound. And it wasn't good enough, but it summed up what was a very bad day at the office for Rangers. No point any bloodletting as of yet, but as I say, just a reminder that you've got to go and make it happen. And in the first half in particular, I thought Rangers looked as though we just expected it to happen. And maybe the positive, if there is one to come out of it, Alan McGregor's post-match interview, he didn't pull any punches, and God help the rest of them having to spend a week with him. I'm expecting us to see us come out the blocks flying next week in our next home match. So there will be, some immediate post-match panic, I'm sure. But let's not forget where we are in the league. We're 21 points clear, 15 even if Celtic win both their games in hand, and that's certainly not a guarantee. So we're still, I think, 1,000 to 1 odds on with the bookies to win the league. It's just a wee reminder for the players that you can't get the slippers on just yet. You've got to go and do it. Get it over the line as quickly as possible and make sure that you turn it. And again, for the manager, I think, St Mirren earlier in the League Cup was the same. The squad maybe doesn't have the depth. It's got good players to come off a bench in certain situations, but for me, you always need the leadership of a Davis or a Jack in the middle of the park, and I think we saw that today. So, huge disappointment, and more than a little bit of anger, I dare say. Certainly, I was kicking things immediately when the Hamilton goal went in, but in the cold light of day, we are still really much champions-elect, and it's now out for the players to show it. 2 home matches coming up, get those 6 points, get us that bit closer to the title, and it still feels like it's coming home. But you can't take anything for granted, and hopefully the players will have picked that up today. Right, folks, I'll be back after our next match. Until then, if you want to hear more analysis, more history, more entertainment, anything at all, we've got the lot over on the Heart and Hand and Patreon. It's patreon.com/Heart and Hand. Till I talk to you again, you have a good week and please stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.